Hey there, Master Plan fam. Well, so many of you have been asking me to do a plan with me on my weekly spreads inside the Charmed Life Master Planner. So that's what we're gonna do today. So if you're interested in seeing how I plan in my weekly spread, stay tuned. Hello, my charmed ones, and welcome back to my channel for another video. And if this is your first time with me, I would like to say welcome. My name is Alexis, but I'm also known as MissTrenchcoat all across the internet. I'm an online entrepreneur who designs and sells productivity tools to help you work smarter, not harder. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'll leave some links down below in the description box where you can check out more of my work online, and feel free to download some of my latest free productivity tools over at thecharmedshop.com. Okay, so to give you an idea of how I plan using the weekly pages of the Charmed Life Master Planner, I thought the best thing to do would just to show you a week in progress. So this is the current week that I'm currently on. I'm filming this on Wednesday, the 2nd of May. It's not gonna go out for a little while, this video, but this is the week I'm currently in. And as you can see, let me show you guys a blank, let me just show you a blank week. So here is what a blank week looks like. So this is the difference between blank and then partially filled in. So as you can see, because I'm in Wednesday, right? Wednesday is right here, the Wednesday column. I have basically one half of this spread pretty much filled in, and then the other half has a little bit more of scattered events and things that have already been pre-scheduled out on those pages. So the first thing that I do when I'm planning out my week is I will put the week up at the top on this line here. So you can see this as April 30th to May 6th, 2018. Then what I do is I write the number of each day on top of the day of the week. So Monday was the 30th, Tuesday was the 1st, Wednesday was the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. As you can see, pretty straightforward. And then the next thing that I like to do is I like to plan out my top 5. So the top 5 is just a productivity idea, strategy sort of thing that I use to organize my week, where I pick out the top 5 most important projects that I want to touch in a week. So I do a lot of project planning. A lot of my work is broken into projects, which I define as being multi-step objectives. So if you've got like 2 or 3 tasks to accomplish in order to reach a certain like objective or goal that you're working at, I consider that a project. So the first thing I will do for my week after I've numbered my week is I will identify what those 5 projects are going to be. So here I've just put a sticker that says important, and I've actually written out the 5, and I've used a highlighter to kind of create like a little checkbox, which is just something I like to do. You could write in a checkbox. You don't even have to have a checkbox if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. This is just what I do. And I've listed out 5 projects that I need to work on throughout the day, throughout the week. So a lot of people ask me why the number 5. So I use the number 5 because there's 5 work days in a week. So I like the idea of pushing forward, at least 1 project a day. So that might mean that, maybe I do something for a project here. An example here, I've got something called Facebook calls. So I actually have 2 Facebook calls this week, plus I had work that I had to do for those on the 3rd. So that is an example of like, okay, I have calls to do for this Facebook project, and I've got actual like projects that are going to have to be done on Thursday. Actually, I have here, it says website that relates to my Facebook project. So that's like an example of like a project that would be on this list, something where I have like more than one thing I need to do. Sometimes it's not more than one thing. Sometimes it might just be one thing that I'm going to be doing in that week. And sometimes the projects will be completed during the course of the week. And sometimes I'm just working on certain aspects of a project in this given week, but it's going to continue in future weeks. So I list the top 5 on my Monday column, right? So that's where I like to put that information. So I have that organized. And then the next thing that I tend to do is list out important things like my meal plan for the week. So here I have a little sticker that I've used to plan out my dinners for the week. I'll also put in like a sticker for like my weekly victories, and I'll go ahead and I will fill in any meetings that I know about ahead of time. So at the beginning of this week, I already knew about these 2 meetings. So I had scheduled them in. And then as the week progressed, I had another meeting right here that I would probably like to use a sticker to identify that this is here, that it's a separate meeting. But that is a meeting that just got added to Friday at 4 p.m. During the course of the week so far. So I will put in any appointments, meetings, things like that that I know about in the beginning. I will do sort of big planning, like I said, like meal planning, workout planning. I really don't plan my workouts. I really just sort of track them. I kind of have days that like I want to go to the gym. Like here I put I wanted to go to the gym on Tuesday, but I actually ended up going on Monday. So I got that done actually earlier than I expected. And then I also will go ahead and put in any sort of like reoccurring items. For example, on Sunday at 9 p.m., I watch Westworld, so that's there. And I also have some, I've been giving myself the task during the week of posting on my Instagram story every day, or, I'll mark off days that I want to actually post on a picture on Instagram as well. And just other things that I want to do, like meditate, like I put meditate, I write that down for every day because that's important for me to do. And then I fill in the rest of my week as I go with work that I need to get done. So for example, today, like I said, is Wednesday the 2nd as I'm filming this. And today was like a themed work day. So today I knew I was going to be focused against creating videos. So I'm actually filming a whole bunch of videos in one day, in one sitting, in order to help me batch my work so I can get it done and get ahead on my work and prepare myself, because I am going on vacation at the end of this month as well. So there's many things going on this month that require me to have a dedicated filming day where I, kind of knock out a bunch of videos that I can get done in one day. So that is how I might block out a whole day. I would put like an icon with a sticker. You do not have to use stickers to block out time. I just like to use stickers to like indicate important things that are happening, like a top 5 list or a meeting, or, I put little icons on little things that I want to do every day. And I will also use stickers to block out periods of time. So for example, here on Tuesday, I basically was in front of the computer all day working on this Facebook call. So I put this laptop sticker here because that was a way for me to like block out that I was spending most of the day working on my computer, like working on this Facebook call. I was on a call for like 3 hours. So that was, just a way that I like to organize information. So I hope that gives you a good sense of how I plan my week. To be honest, I don't always plan my week the exact same way necessarily every week. The only thing that I like to do consistently is my top 5, obviously my top 3 for each day, which is not necessarily something I plan out for the full week ahead of time. But since I'm filming this video on a Wednesday, basically by midweek, I usually do end up getting a really good sense of the sorts of things I'm going to be tasked with doing for the rest of the week, which is why many of these days have like their full top 3 written in. So my top 3 is really important for me each day. The weekly top 5 that I work on throughout the week is also important. But to give you guys a few other examples of things that I might plan even if they're not here. So number 1 would be some habits. So as you can see, I have like these little icons with like posting on my Instagram story and like meditating and things like that. Those would be little habits that I'm trying to build like throughout the week. So that might be something that you want to consider putting on your plan, either by, writing it out for each day or using a sticker that is one of those sorts of trackers for multiple habits. Those are awesome. And I do use those from time to time. Another thing I highly recommend planning out for your week is your meals. Now, you may not have to be like someone who plans out breakfast, lunch, and dinner for yourself, but I always find it personally easier when I know what all my dinners are going to be. So I like to have those listed for myself so I know what I'm going to be having throughout the week for dinner. I also like to keep track of my victories for the week, right? So like wins that I've had. I think a lot of people focus on the things that they need to do and they don't focus enough on like things that they should be celebrating. So I like to use like this simple sticker here, this like victory sticker that just comes from my collection in my shop. And I will write down things that I'm like really proud of. So I went to the gym on Monday. I was really proud of that, especially since I scheduled to do it on Tuesday, but I actually went on Monday. To me, that was a really big win that I actually went to the gym. So that is an example of like a victory that I would put in here. I also highly suggest putting in self-care. So for me, my meditation tends to be one of my daily self-care sorts of activities. So definitely think about how you can be integrating self-care into your week, whether you do it on a daily basis. I do try to do one thing for myself every day that's like literally just for like my mind, body, spirit. So for me, that's like meditation. But if you're someone who just wants to have like one self-care night a week, like where you take a bubble bath, that's totally up to you. So another thing that I highly recommend is making sure that you are putting in your meetings, appointments, anywhere that you have to be as soon as you know about those. So like I said, I had some meetings that I already knew about going into the week. So I had those scheduled. And then as new meetings came up, I put them in my planner. Of course, this is your planner, so you want to make sure you're, marking out time for things like that are meetings that you need to know about. I also personally like to put in TV shows so I don't forget about them because I'm not someone who watches a lot of TV. I need to like remember that TV shows are on. I always forget. So that's an example here that I had Westworld. I already showed you guys that. And of course, like events and things like that you can be celebrating, right? So on Saturday, it's actually Cinco de Mayo. So I'm having a party here at my house with a bunch of my friends. So I just sort of used that blank space to, mark off that I had a party, right? With some stickers. Now, if you're someone who wants to add a little bit of pizzazz to their planner, stickers is definitely a nice way to do it. I like to use them as icons and like reminders, as you can see. I don't like fill the page up with stickers, but I use them to like time block, like I showed you here, and to mark off important things that I need to like draw my attention to. But another thing that I recently purchased that I wanted to show you guys, if you're not into stickers or you don't want to like deal with the expense of stickers, is these awesome stencils that I ordered off of Amazon. So this is just a really inexpensive set of stencils that has like so many different like icons and things on it, like weather and like different tech things and check boxes. If you're someone who wants to like write a perfect checkbox, there's a whole bunch of different icons and even like bubbles and things. So you could like circle maybe something that was important in your planner or use like sort of different markings to, indicate different sorts of events or different sorts of tasks if you wanted to do that. But I just thought I'd show you guys this because I really like this stencil. I've been using it a little bit. I didn't use it in this spread, but I've been using it in other places in my planner as well. But I think it's a nice way to add a little bit of, detail and some fun, sort of, like I said, some pizzazz to your planner if you're not someone who wants to use stickers or doesn't want to use that sort of expense and doesn't maybe like the way that they like hand draw things. See, that's me. I'm definitely someone who'd rather use a sticker than hand draw, but the stencils help me. Like here, there's like an airplane little cutout. So when I go on vacation later this month, I can use that to indicate my flights. Isn't that cool? So I think this is a cool little set. I wanted to include that in this video just to give you guys an idea. You don't always have to use stickers, but I'll leave this link down below, plus a link to where you can get my printable sticker sets up in my shop if you're interested in those. Okay, so that is my week on 2 pages spread inside my Charmed Life Master Planner. If you are interested in picking up this planner or have already done so, remember you have 2 free bonuses you can claim when you purchase this planner and enter your order information up on the site yourmasterplanner.com. I've got that personalization guide for the planner that's free, and I also have until June 1st the free Master Planner Masterclass that's actually a $97 value, and you can only claim that until June 1st. So make sure to grab your copy of the Charmed Life Master Planner off Amazon if you're interested in the planner and snagging both of the freebies. If you have any questions about my weekly planning process or want to share a little bit about how you've been planning in your Charmed Life Master Planner, please feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to me on Instagram at MissTrenchcoat for more of the behind the scenes of my productivity, life, and business. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me, and until next time, bye-bye!